Bella,
I'm
and you're watching the AAA newscast.
Today, we have second grade teacher Mrs. Cerrone to tell us what she's been doing with her students.
So now let's go to Ariana, who will be interviewing her.
Hi, Mrs. Cerrone. So, how have you adjusted your lesson plan in order to effectively teach a second grade class while in quarantine?
Well, the question is, how have I effectively taught the children in the classroom or adjusted my lesson plan? Well, as one person said, in the classroom, it is 20% prep time and 80% classroom time. But when you're doing virtual learning, it is 20% with the students and 80% prep time. And I believe that's quite true. Another teacher had said that don't plan on teaching everything that you normally teach. So it's been a big adjustment.
Is teaching virtually harder than teaching in a normal classroom setting?
I think teaching virtually is harder than teaching in a normal classroom. And the reason why is because you don't have that same personal interaction. I mean, you get to talk to them, you get to be part of their life during the time that they're in class, but it's still not quite the same connection. So I much prefer being with each one. And then you can individually go up to one person and talk to just them. But when you're in the virtual classroom, yes, you can say things to each one, or you can have someone stay afterwards and you can interact that way. So there are ways in which we work with that, in which I work with them. And then,
Ms. Cerrone, what have you done to connect with your students during this time?
what have I done to connect with the students during this time? I've made phone calls and talked with them, and spent time with them on Zoom at other times. Sent notes. They've sent notes to me, and I've sent notes to them. And then, for instance, or they even stay after school, and we'll continue with the Zoom meeting that way. On Fridays, we have a little extra time that meet with the individual ones, and that's not a full class on Friday. So there's different ways that I can work with them, but I sure miss them.
And for my final question, what has teaching virtually taught you?
And what has teaching virtually taught me? It has taught me a great appreciation for the classroom. And I don't know if I realized how much I enjoy the connection in the classroom with the students. And once this is over with, I will be so grateful to be with each of the students again. And so it's taught me to have a greater appreciation for what we have at the time. I've learned a lot during this time, and I've thoroughly have enjoyed what I've learned. But it's very, very time consuming, and I do like the time with the students more than I do on the computer. And it's a lot of computer time outside of class. So that's been one of the biggest adjustments, is all the time on the computer itself and without the connection with the student. So that's been the hardest part. So it was great to have each one of you that I've had in the years past, and I wish all of you the best. And I hope you're enjoying this time. I found some great things online to share with the class. But I'll be glad when it's over with. Bye.
That's cool.
We have second grader Ava, who's going to be telling us about her experience with online school.
My favorite part about being at home is that more family time and having movie nights. And my favorite part about online school is that I can learn how to use a computer and virtual backgrounds.
We also have second grader Kimberly, who's going to be telling us about her experience with online school.
Well, my favorite part about staying home is that you get more quality time with your parents and you get to spend time together and things like that. And even though we might not be at school and we might not be going to theme parks or swimming pools or get to enjoy the hot sun on the beach when it's summer, you can still have fun. Just like I'm having fun with this little guy. His name is Hobbs. He's just here. Alright, so what I like mostly about online school is that the pastor can meet with us and he brings all his rocks and we can see them more up close, and there's lots of things like you can add in emojis in your texts, or you could show things to the teacher like your rocks, like example, like we're doing a rock project. Well, this is not an example, this is true. We're doing a rock project and Pastor, his name's Pastor Mark, came in showing us the rocks, and I think one of them was a fossil. I think the fossil was a vertebrae, I think. And I thought that was really cool because I don't really see many rocks like gems or rubies or things like that, and I appreciate that the teacher reads us lots of stories. That's really, really fun. So that's what I like about online school.
Mrs. D, the 7th grade teacher, says, I miss all the final end of the year activities that I normally do with 7th graders, like our pottery field trip and ice cream party. I'm trying to connect with my students through regular Zoom meetings, of course. I also contact some individually that need extra help. I'm showing them my cats and dog and my house at times. I tell them about my crazy quarantine dreams.
She also says, something positive that has come out of this is a new appreciation about how things used to be. I don't think I'll be complaining, at least not for a while, about waking up early for school or my students talking in class. I actually miss hearing them talk and seeing them in person since they are so quiet on Zoom.
Her student, Joshua Rivera, also has something to say. He says, when I'm not doing school, I am usually watching some TV, playing video games with my friends online, or hanging out with my siblings. I enjoy being able to have time to play with my friends and catch up on shows that I have been waiting to watch.
We also have our high school language arts teacher, Mrs. V, with something important to tell us.
Hey JJ, we're all done. We got all the names on of these. Now we can take them to our friends. Hi Atholton, we've had fun. We turned JJ's artwork into door hangers for our friends at the Sunrise Living Center. We usually go there, but right now we can't. So we decided to send them some messages, and we're gonna take them over and drop them off because we want them to know that they are not alone. They might be lonely, but we still care about them and pray for them and think about them. So we had a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully you're finding some things to do too, to let people know that they are not alone in this COVID-19 experience. All right, see you later.
See you later.
Talking about little kids, we also have pre-care Samuel with a message for us.
Hi friends. We can't go outside and we can't go inside because there's a virus. One day it's gonna be no virus and we can go somewhere and we can go to the store wherever we want. And you can do homework on your home, and you can play outside, or you have a playground and things to do. Or you can do, and when you're inside, you can play games, or you can
do math, or you can do homework, or you can do writing, or you can do drawing, or you can do coloring, and you can, when you have your new markers, or you can have a pencil and you can match them when you was taking these. This.
Before we end, if you watched us last week, you know that we had an art competition.
Now, in this competition, participants could submit varying mediums of art, whether it was a drawing, a painting, a photo, or even a skit.
Either way, next week we'll be showing the winners, and we'll be showing some that have been especially creative.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
We hope you enjoyed, and we hope for you to tune in next week to AAA Newscast.